You are a beginner in cybersecurity and you want to learn how to hack. You want to be an ethical hacker, you want to be a penetration tester, but you don't know how to put your hands on skill, like you don't know how to set up your own lab. So prepare for, in this video, we are going to have a wonderful session of how to set up your beginner lab. Anyways, welcome back to this channel on episode 4 of Hackers Hangout. So today let's introduce Mamadou Lagin.
Hello guys, I am Emmanuel Wagga and I'm back again on this YouTube channel and I'm very much happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me here again in these episodes of Hackers Hangout. Is it episode 4, right?
Episode 4.
Yeah, so today we're gonna see how we can set up a beginner's hacking lab. Basically, Kali Linux and Metasploitable, where you can learn how to hack, especially web applications. This tool, Metasploitable, comes with a lot of, hands-on exercises like inbuilt that you can, instead of like testing real websites, in which if you do, you can get into trouble. You can just use your knowledge and practice on this Metasploitable. A lot of exploit that you can do on it, like from web-based to network-based attacks. You can do a lot of things on this Metasploitable. So today I'm gonna show them how to install this Metasploitable, and how to navigate through it, basically.
Guys, we are going to learn a lot today. Stick to this video. You have talked about setting up Kali Linux, right?
Yes.
So firstly, I know a lot of us, maybe as we are beginners, surely we'll be hearing about Kali Linux. So what is this Kali Linux? How did it come about? What is Linux?
Linux is basically an operating system, just like your Windows and Mac OS that we use. But Linux, it's open source. That means it's freely available out there. Anyone can use it, download it, modify it to your own, liking and stuff. Yeah, and Kali Linux is just one of the distributions of this Linux, and it is mainly used by ethical hackers to perform different kinds of attacks on either websites, mobile applications, networks, etc. Yeah, so it's just a distribution of this Linux operating system. This
Kali Linux is very important for beginners, right? That want to be ethical hackers or penetration.
Yeah, you have to get familiar with it, like especially the terminal. Like you have to know some commands at least for you to get started. Because if you're not familiar with the commands, you cannot just install it and then it will do your work for it. You have to write commands and stuff like that. But all of those things are just part of the scripting. I'm sure everyone that wants to be a hacker will surely start with learning Linux commands, and then from there you can think of doing, other parts like attacking. Understand? So it is the basics, and that's not what the video is about today. Yeah, so today I'm just gonna show you how to install it.
Set up everything that we will need and will require to set up our lab. So I think we should just dive into it, right?
Okay, so let's get started into these practicals. First of all, before we get started into anything, I'm gonna show you how and where you can install all of these tools that we've mentioned. So first, I'm gonna show you where you can get Kali Linux from. So Kali Linux, basically, you just have to go to kali.org and then go to the website here. Once you're there, just click on download. And then, just wait for this, and then you install the images. Then you'll see different ones. So if you are using the 64-bit system, which I'm sure most of us are using right now, you can just hit that here. Otherwise, 32-bit is also there. So you click on that and then download this install image. So I've already downloaded this Kali and I've in my system already, so I'm not gonna install it again because it takes a lot of time. It's a huge file. It's like 4.0 gigabytes. So now I will show you where you can get Metasploitable. So it's called Metasploitable 2. Okay, so you can get it from sourceforge.net here. Yeah, and you can just get the latest version of Metasploitable by downloading this. And again, I have this file installed in this system already, so I'm not gonna install it again. You can just install it, and then I'll show you all of the ways for the installation after already downloading it. Okay, so now that you have Metasploitable and Kali Linux downloaded in your system, I will just go on and then show you. But I forgot something, which is the VMs, the virtual box. So it depends on which virtualization environment you want to use, whether a VMware workstation or virtual box here. So I'm gonna show you where you can get those ones also. Okay, so you can download this Oracle VirtualBox, the Oracle VM VirtualBox, or you can also search for the VMware Workstation, which is also another one. So VMware download, and just wait for it. Yeah, so you can download VMware Workstation from here. I already have all of this, and they are very simple, pretty much very easy to install and get started in this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the Metasploitable in the VMware Workstation here, and I'm gonna put my Kali in the VirtualBox. So let's get started. I opened my Oracle VM VirtualBox, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click on New to add the Kali. You see, I already have it, but I'll install another one for the benefit of all of you that wants to see how it is set up and installed in VirtualBox. So I'll click on New, and then I'll give it a name. Let's say give it a name of Kali, and then I'll select the ISO image file, which I've already downloaded. So you can just search it here, and then yeah. So from here, I will just, you can see that it has already detected the type, like as Linux, and then the version is Ubuntu 64-bit. And then I'll click on next. Let's give it a base memory of 4 GB, so I put 46 MB, and then I'll give it like 3 processors. So six. Next, and then finish. So we have a virtual machine here. So what we are gonna do, there's still some things that we need to set up, like the network configurations and stuff. So I'll right click on it, and then I'll go to settings, or you can just select it and click on settings here. So I'll go to settings, and I'll change some things. Go to advanced, and then shared clipboard, so that you can paste select copy from your host machine to the virtual machine and vice versa. You can turn this place to bidirectional, and also drag and drop. You can just drag the files from this main system to the biggest, which is the Kali. So I'll turn that also to bidirectional, and then I'll move to the system. I will leave this as normal, and then display, I will give this one a video memory of the full, which is the 128 MB. Okay. 28 MB, and then on the account I'll leave that, and then I'll go to storage. That one is already done. Neon network, I'll change this to bridged adapter. So yeah, and then we'll click on OK. So now that we're done with all of these configurations, you can just select the machine here, Kali, and then click on start. And then we let that run. Okay, so you can see graphical install here, then click on enter. Alright, so yeah, we have to begin the setups now. English, and then click on next. Select the country, select the language, and let the installation begin. We'll let that run. So first name, you can leave it as Kali, and then just leave the domain name empty if you don't have any. and then you can just write the full name of user. Let's say I'll write say, okay, continue. Username for the account, you do that here. Then you select the password and then confirm the password by entering it, and then click on continue.
It's like setting up your whole machine.
Yeah, setting up whole computing system. Okay, so you can leave this to use the entire disk on that. Continue, and then all files in one partition. That's fine. If you don't want to partition it, finish this and write it. Write changes to the disk. Yes.
This one.
So while we leave this one to be done, I'm just gonna hop into the VMware real quick, and then I'm gonna try to install the Metasploitable into this VMware so that you will know like how it's done for both of them. So what I'm gonna do is, since I've already downloaded my Metasploitable, you can see that I've extracted it here into this folder, and I'm gonna look for the VMware file of this Metasploitable, which should be inside. So it's gonna be here, like Metasploitable VMware virtual machine. So if you look for this, what you're gonna do is just click on it twice, and then you'll see the changes here. It will be opened by this VMware workstation. So what you're gonna do, click on it twice and just let it be. Yeah, so you can see automatically it was opened by the VMware. So just gonna press this one. Yeah, so we let the Metasploitable start up while our Kali is also being installed. Right.
I think we should. Okay. Let's have some coffee.
And then we're gonna have a little break. Whenever installation is done, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
So let's go have some. Welcome back from the short break, or rather long break, as it's taken a lot of time to finish process, and that is fine. So now we are going to continue from where we stopped.
Okay, so now we have both our Kali and Metasploitable running, and then I'm gonna share my screen a little bit. Yeah, and it should be up and running, so you can see we have now that we have our Metasploitable and Kali Linux running. You can see that they are all installed. You can see the Kali here installed, and then the Metasploitable here installed and running. I've already logged into the Metasploitable. When you started at first, they'll show you that you can use MSF admin as login credentials. Your MSF admin as the username, and MSF admin as the password. So you use both of them to log in. So I've already logged in, and then I've cleared the screen. You can see it here. So I'm gonna go to my Kali. I'm gonna open terminal. So let's increase this a little bit. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is let's check the IP of this Kali machine here. So I'm gonna go with Kali IP A. So you can see ETH0. I'm on the ETH0 interface, and you can see my IP as 192.168.163.136. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same for my Metasploitable. I'm gonna bring the Metasploitable machine here, and let me just increase it a little bit, and I'm gonna show the IP of that VA, and then you can see on the ETH0 interface, you can see the IP address of 192.168.163 and 128. So you know that they are on the same subnet. So let's check for their connectivity, like whether they can connect and communicate with each other. So I'm gonna use my Kali machine to ping the Metasploitable. Also, I'm gonna use the Metasploitable to ping the Kali machine to see whether they're communicating with each other. So I'm gonna go ping. I'm gonna use the count of 5, and then I'm gonna put the IP of my Metasploitable 192.168.163.128. So okay, so you can see it is pinging it. It will ping it just 5 times because I put a count of 5 there. So the same way, I'm gonna use my Metasploitable to ping my Kali machine. So I'm gonna use the same command, ping .c, the count for 5, and I'm gonna put my Kali machine's IP 192.168. 163 and then 136. Okay, 136. So I'm gonna ping it. You can see it is pinging it successfully. That means these two machines can communicate now. So guys, as you have seen now, we can get straight to seeing like which web application attacks we can perform on this vulnerable machine. So I'm gonna open the browser on my Kali, and I'm gonna go and navigate to the IP address of the Metasploitable machine, 192.168.163 and 128. That's the IP address of my Metasploitable. So I'm gonna navigate there. So you can see this is what it has brought. Let me increase it. So you can see Metasploitable 2 here. So where we are gonna go, we're gonna go to with this DVWA, damn vulnerable web application, DVWA, and it is gonna bring this. So, but if you can see down here, it will give you a hint. Default username is admin, and then with a password of password. So I'm gonna put default username and login, admin, and with a password of password. So let's log in. So you can see we are finally logged in to this web application. So you can see a lot of different attacks that you can perform on this web application, DVWA. You can see brute force, command execution, SQL, XSS, a lot of different things that you can perform, a lot of different attacks that you can perform on this web application to enhance your skills. So what you're gonna do, so before you get started here, there's something here that you need to note, which is the DVWA security. So you go to DVWA security and change the security to low. So it is currently set to high, so we have to change it and set it to low. So change it to low and submit. So now the security is set to low now. So let's just have a demo of this thing, how this machine works. So we trying to do an XSS attack here. It says, let's check this web portal here. It's saying, what's your name? Let's see how this works. So let me just put my name there. Let's say ML. You can submit. So this is how it works. It says hello ML. So you give your name and then it gives you hello plus your name. You can see that. So I'm gonna write a script here and I'm gonna try to run it inside this. So let's write the script here in full. Let me increase it a little bit. Let's write a script to test for XSS. So script and I'm gonna put alert to check if the XSS attack is on this. Alert XSS and close, and then I'm gonna put close the script tag. Okay, so this is what I'll copy. So you can use this script here to check if a web application is vulnerable to a cross-site scripting attack. So this is it. So I copied the script and then I'm gonna put it here and see. Whoa, so you can see that this application is solely vulnerable to XSS because you can see that. So now let's see. But our security is set to low. So what if we change the security level now? Now let's change it to maybe medium and see something different. Go back to XSS reflected. Now put the same script there, and then I will try to run it again. But this time it doesn't work. So let's see what changed in the code. You can see that here by just clicking on view source. So you can see under the medium level security, they are filtering out this script and they are replacing it with an empty string. You understand? So they're filtering out script and replacing it with an empty string. That's why it is no longer working. But this is the only thing they are filtering. So what if we make little changes onto this script here? That is what I'm talking about. I'll show you. Let's say instead of a small letter script, I'll put caps now. I put script in caps. Script. And then I'll put alert. The same thing. XSS. And then I'll close it. Script. Okay, so I will take this and then I'll try to use it there. Okay, so let's see whether this one will work now. So I put script in caps now. Since the small letter script is filtered from the source code that we have seen here. So I put it in caps, you see now it's working again. Understand? So these are some of the different ways in which you can keep on changing your attacks to see whether they will work. Because a lot of times, most of these things are not filtered in the code. So I'll show you another option that you can do for the last one. So they are filtered script in small letters. So what if we write it like this? Script in small letters. But let me write this properly. Let me just copy this, Control C, and then I'll paste it here. So notice this. I wrote this script in small letters, but what I will do is, let's say I will separate this thing a little bit. And then I'll add another script there. Script in between them. So this is script here. So what this would do is it will filter this script opening tag here. Yeah. But if I remove this will still be script. Yes. You understand? So it will not filter that, and eventually this script will solely execute. Let's try it and see. You see that? So these are different ways that you can, keep on changing your, scripts to, check for whether they work, like your attacks, and you can change them in different ways. So you can do a lot of other kinds of things here. You can do a brute force attack, and you can do a command execution, CSRF, file inclusion, and a lot more. So, I think we've come close to the end of this video. You can stay tuned for another episode, which will show where we go into some of these exploits and try to exploit them. So thank you so much for having me here.
Okay, guys, thank you so much, Mama and Wage, for this wonderful session of how to set up our hacking lab for beginners. So we'll meet you in our next videos.
Now we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you learned something. Yeah. And stay tuned for more videos coming up.
Like, subscribe.
We're gonna show you more on how to exploit this machine learning problem.
Yeah.
Later on.
Like I said. So bye bye. I got some hangouts.